our meeting with. Can everyone see me? Yeah, so I want to first of all say thank you for everyone to join this meeting. And it was actually a few months ago when we held this type of MA. And the reason of that is that we have been working quite a lot recently, try to get the whole Planet X community, everything prepared for the Bull Run. And now when things actually start moving slowly toward Bull Run, we actually now finally able to start sharing what we have been working for the past 6 months, for the past 1 year. Start sharing this information with you guys. And that's the reason why we want to invite Felix into this meeting and have him sharing what we have been working for and our visions, our strategy, how we can make the Planet X become the biggest crypto game during this Bull Run. And now, since Felix have a little bit technical issue, he should be join us anytime soon. James right now is trying to help him so he can get into Discord. And I can first give you some updates around our platform right now. And as many people you are aware, like our company is based in Stockholm, Sweden. And unfortunately, July has been like the vacation month for many Europeans. That's why like a lot of bugs and issues that haven't been able to solve in the first time. But I can assure you that this week, half of the team is already back. So now we are looking into many of these issues and we are actually start solving them. And the next week, the other half should be back. The full team should be back in place. So we'll be able to solve this problem even faster. And for some of you who have been encountering territory minting issue, this problem has just been solved this morning. So now everyone should be able to mint their territory without any problem. I believe that was especially minting the area that encountered this type of issue. So that problem should be solved now. And speaking of the territory, as many of you has also been wondering, hey, what has happened with the territory staking lately, because it seems stopped. And I think many of you probably aware that that we had some problem with the territory minting, that we have recently discovered that there are some territories shouldn't be existing, that someone managed to find a way to create like the territory, and they put a lot of this fake territory into our staking contracts and try to farm the territory staking reward. And every time when we are about to open our territory or different staking pool, we always have a security measure, try to stop it before we can actually start the pool and giving out reward. So we realized that when we were doing this check, so we stopped the territory staking reward since we want the reward actually go out to people who actually build the territory. So that's why the system actually stopped it. And now we are trying to blacklist these accounts who have created fake territory before we can start the pool again. And you don't need to worry. If you have been staking, you will actually receive. Now Felix is here. James, can you make Felix to?
Yeah, I just invited him to speak. Okay,
Yep.
I think he had to make a new account for the time being. There was some issues with the other.
But now he is with us.
Hi, Felix. Welcome to the AMA. Good to have you here. Everyone has been waiting for you.
Hey, everybody, can you hear me? Sorry, I'm.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. You just cut out though.
1 second. I'm just gonna try to get my camera on. How do I do that? Jesus Christ.
bottom left. There should be a turn on camera button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. Okay.
Are you
Maybe
using a MacBook?
yeah.
Okay, that's why. You need to allow it in your device settings.
I'm so sorry. Can you continue going, Mikkel? I'll just fix this. Please continue this.
Yes, no problem. No problem. So speaking on the territory staking, so we have now paused it so that we have time to blacklist these fake accounts. And once we able to blacklist those, meaning that these accounts will not be able to farm reward from the territory staking pool, then we will continue with the push start to start streaming up the reward. And for you, you don't need to worry as a user because we'll have accumulates all the reward from the previous month and this month as well. So you as a staker, you don't need to worry anything. You don't need to do anything either. Once we able to kickstart the staking pool, you will get every single IXT that you are supposed to get. We just need to first blacklist those accounts first. So don't need to worry, and you don't need to do any changes as well. Once we able to do that, you will get every reward from the previous month from the business. So as a player, you won't miss anything. So right now we are still like double checking, so we don't accidentally block any like legit accounts. We just need to make sure that the right accounts got suspended, so they don't get any IC from other player who are supposed to get those reward. So that's the two issue that the territory minting that have been solved this morning, and then the territory staking account that we are currently working for. And now Felix is back again. Let's see if this time.
I don't seem to get the video on. I don't understand why. It's in settings, video, test video. I see myself, but it seems can't seem to. I just restart Discord really quickly. 1 second. Sorry.
Yes, no problem. And today we actually have a lot of exciting news. Most importantly, I think everyone that's here for is actually to hear our strategy, how we plan to make IXT to go skyrocketing during this bull run, and that will be what Felix will be sharing, and also a little bit about our next season and how we can make everything even smoother, even faster, even better. But firstly, how we can make sure that we are 100% ready for this bull run, what we have been doing, what we have been done, and what we are about to do for the coming 6 months. So Felix will go through like some of the strategy thinking behind and some of the plan, how we move forward. So a lot of exciting news will be shared today. And if you will have any question, please write it down. We will try to answer it as much as we can. Now Felix is back again. Let's see if the third time make the magic work. And I do believe that James will be record this MA, and worry not, we will to have more of this MA moving forward, so everyone can actually be included because now we start slowly moving into bull run. It's very important that everyone keep up, everyone know what we are doing and what we are about to do. So we will be hosting this MA more often in the coming months. And this MA will be shared, so worry not.
Sorry, do you see my camera now?
No, we can hear you, but no camera.
I hate Discord. We should.
Oh yeah, next time let's do it in other formats. We can try Zoom or something if it works better, good for everyone.
So bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really looking forward to show myself because I look like fresh $1 million prints. But anyways, hello everybody. This is Felix. I am officially back on the core team. I've been doing a lot of stuff the last few years. Building this company has been one of it, but it's also lost some of my attention towards company building and not product. But now it's time to go back. It's time to go back to product focus because we are going to enter a new bull run. So this sucks. I can't show myself because I want to show how enthusiastic I am. But anyways, you will see me next time, or maybe those who are joining the next AMA over Zoom. Anyways, we have been building. We've been building a lot. Are you showing any of the presentations, Mikkel?
I can share my screen. I can share the same presentation that we have been running. This one. Can everyone see my screen?
That's great. Okay. Right. Make him stage moderator. Is that maybe is?
Yeah. Could you try again, because I forgot you're on a new account, so you don't have admin or moderator rights. That could be why I'm not letting you use your camera.
But it's video settings, test video, and that works.
No, turn it on the stage. It's on the bottom.
On the stage? What stage?
If you move your cursor
to the
down a little bit, use the crown.
Okay, let's go none. You see me now? It's very weird that you don't see me. It's very weird. Anyways, I mean, this is fucking the process up. You will see me next time. It's good that you hear my energy of voice because it changed and I've changed and I've been taking care of myself. And right now we are, we are some months from now. We are about to launch the biggest game ever, I think, on any blockchain. We're going to change blockchains. Finally, we go out from Polygon, that has been a corrupt network, a blockchain network, corrupt people. They've been just hating on Planet X, and I've been hating on them, and we're leaving, and so is everybody else. Everybody is leaving. This time we will scale this company, we will scale this blockchain, we will scale, this game, and we will scale this token to at least the double amount of holders that we have today. And I'm obviously talking about Base. Base is the future. Base is the future, gentlemen and ladies. It's so obvious because all the data backs this up. And I like to follow the data. We have been talking to the Base Foundation. We've been talking to the Base, applications and the Base marketing team, and they have been trying our game. They've been buying stuff from us. I mean, they are so impressed with it, with what we have built, and they're like confused why it's not bigger, But I tell them that you can't be confused because we cannot scale with Polygon because they don't have the marketing, they don't have the new influx of users, etc. So with Base, there's going to be a lot of power, coming with just moving chain. Obviously, we're not building for a solo chain, we're building multi-chain. So Season 2 will be multi-chain, it will launch firstly on Base. And then obviously we will still be on Polygon for a while. And then we will be on other stuff, other EVM chains, such as Orbiter chain on Arbitrum, like the Corbit chain, etc. So there will be a lot of new cool things launching with Season 2. But the one I really like and the one that I paused with here is all about like scaling. Because if you scale a game the right way, if you manage to have time in a scaling moment, things explode. And we did have that kind of moment 4 years ago. But I didn't have any experience. I didn't have any marketing insiders. I didn't have any experience in our token management, and all of this stuff for 4 years. We've been going through, we've been understanding who is who, we've been understanding what it costs, all of this. And to be honest, like, we have none of our core users, none of our core investors, none of our core team members has really cashed out. But that is about to change, that it's about to change. Because when we enter Base, we will have a lot of new liquidity from the help of Base Foundation and the supporting liquidity providers around that. I'm talking about Erdo. And we will have a lot of new farming capabilities with help of both future airdrop of Base token itself, but also from some collabs with some decentralized exchanges token as rewards. There will be more news about that, but that is one part. The second part, and I think that's the best part, is from the Base Foundation itself. They really love our game. They actually have 2 people who be playing our game, and they understand it, and they understand why it needs to go to Base in order to function. So we will have a lot of core marketing, like some production coming from the team itself, and on Twitter and on other very cool handles. So we're planning for that. If there's something I've learned the last 3 years, is that everything needs to come in like one kaboom in order for it to work. So with that said, we have, we tried, we launched, we've battle tested the Pix of Chain. Pix of Chain is going to be, core, really, like, it's going to be core to have this kind of scaling where we, 10, 20, 30x our user base and the token with it, because it's going to be easier. It's already easy, but people don't know who we are, and we are on a dying chain. We deserve some center of attention from some really, really sophisticated blockchain, crowd and investors and token speculators. That's where we're going for Base. So, as I said earlier, we have a moment here. We have a great timing. We have such a great community. We have such a great player statistics, and we have an engaging onboarding process with the scaling game mechanics in place for us to actually take over Base and take over the gaming space on Base Chain as it is. If you've been playing the games right now, they're like everything else. We're not like everything else. We are definitely different. We tried some stupid stuff. We played around, but we have a very, very nice vision, and we are unique in a sense that we attract people who likes to understand finance, who understands monetary systems, who understands risk and monopoly and these kind of classical board games. Okay, but that was a bit off topic. I hope you like that pre-pitch. But we are, so I don't see you, Mikael. Oh, there you are. Sorry.
Yeah.
What slide are you on? Oh, just the first.
I'm actually on the Base and Polygon data slide. That, as you say, we can clearly see that Polygon, it is indeed a chain. You can see very clear on the graph. In the other hand, we have Base that have been exploding for the last 6 months or a year. That's where all the money went into. Can you hear us clearly?
I can hear you now. How long was I away? Was I away long?
You was away like 5 seconds, I think.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Yeah. So I just showed them the
now you see me.
Slide.
Yes, there you go. Yes, looking good.
Thank you, guys.
It is
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Sorry. Yeah. That's great. Nice to see everybody. I haven't read the chat now, but yeah, I had to mute myself and unmute, and then my picture showed up. Anyways, Mikkel, where are we again? Yeah, we're there. Have I missed anything, Mikkel? Sorry, I went on a free-flowing spree.
No, it's okay. I just told them, like, as you said before, like Polygon, you can clearly see it's slowly dying, while Base have been explode, and you will continue growth for the upcoming like couple years or the bull run ahead, and that's where all the money go into.
Yeah, definitely. And also I can say this, like another reason why Base team loves us is that we a lot of our users are from mainly Asia, and all of the current users on Base are predominantly from the US. So you know, and the US has all the money, we have all the players, together we do exit. So it's a good timing to give them something to be proud about, because they have such a high, you know, excellence in blockchain infrastructure and in onboarding and in finance and etc. But they don't have any huge game yet. So they're really excited to get us over. They're really excited to get started and, you know, start onboarding own users together with both like liquidity programs and grants that they have given us and our users to farming and to get going with gaming. So that's really exciting. You know, I've been trying this with Polygon, and they've been just laughing in my face, and they are corrupt. You know, they are so corrupt. I can spend an hour talking about how corrupt Polygon founders are, but I will not. But I can. Anyways, the base is not corrupt. They definitely believe in us. They definitely believe in Asia. They definitely believe that they need new users from the Asian, the Middle East, you know, the Indian parts of the world. And that's where we have a strong community. So they're willing to pay, they're willing to engage, they're willing to market us. And that is, you know, that is great. Especially, you know, when we move into the new year, we will be, you know, more into the bull market, and there will be hype, and people will pay attention to new app, and people will pay attention to like newly developed tokens, release tokens. And that's it. Like I think also we can go to the next slide. Maybe I'm jumping out of.
No worries.
Yeah, we can jump into the new token. So with the new token, there will be a lot of, you know, focus on the token, but there will also be a lot of focus on the existing user base that we bring, because AIX is going to take over all the capabilities, all the values, and add even more utility and features with this new token. So all the things that you can do with IXT today, you can do with AIX as well. Plus more stuff. It's going to be multi-chain. It's going to be some other stuff as well. But that's nice. And the only way how to capture AIX is if you have IXT, you know. So there is going to be an interesting part here where people, you know, the new users of Base, when they learn about IXT, when they learn about AIX, and they say, there's going to be a new token launch, it's going to be the biggest game on Base, they need to buy IXT, because they cannot get it from anyone. But there's no more issuance. So the last issuance is, you know, in 5 months, the 22nd of November. That's when the final IXT token is out. So we're going to see an interesting last quarter of this year where when we start to load out, you know, even more marketing on Base towards the Base community. This is not going to be what we traditionally did, where towards, you know, our Chinese market and our existing user base. Is going to be very, very much against the US marketing and target groups and players, because that's where we feel that we have, you know, at our market cap, we are such an undervalued token, and we have such an undervalued metrics is. It's crazy. People look at us like, what is this your metrics? Do you have this many users? Do you have X, Y, Z? And so I think if we bring this story about what we did for 4 years, we bring this story about the experience that we have and how we now go into a new kind of we have rethink the game from the beginning. We have started how to scale this game with Picks of Shane, and we will add more stuff as well. I'm not talking about that today, but we have added more stuff, and we're going to add new game loops as well. So it's going to be easy to play the game. So I believe, and I get this from serious talks to the people who are heavily involved with apps and development and the grants and etc. on base. And when we discuss this, they're really bullish. Like, oh Jesus, this is going to be great. Like, but so we have a lot to work still. We have developed a lot, but we have still a lot of development in terms of communicating this. What is PantaX? What we have done on Polygon for the last years? How you're going to how the ecosystem of all the smart contracts hang together? What is the vision with PantaX, etc. To a new crowd. We've been doing that for Chinese market, primarily the Asian market. We've not done that against the US market yet. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and they're going to be very, very included in that. But to break it down, the new game, we have some high novel innovation as usual. Our team is great, and the new total supply is twice the current total max supply. I think there's like 2 million burnt as well, and there's like additionally 5-6 million being burnt that is still at hold in contracts that we have. But it's double the amount, and that's the maximum supply. So what that means is that there's going to be a swap ratio from IXT to AIX. So eventually, all IXT will become dormant, or they will become burnt to new IXT. AIX, sorry, to new AIX. And they're going to be on base, not Polygon. We're going to have AIX on Polygon as well, but we're going to switch the liquidity over to AIX and focus on those big whales and big whale capital that is there. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to help you how you do that, and there's going to be an opportunity as well. But on top of just double the amount of tokens, we have a much faster progression on the game. So we cut the vesting in half. So we believe in a game where we will have many seasons. And season 2 is the start of something new. It's the start of the biggest blockchain game ever built. For real this time, for real. Because now we understand, now we have all the players ready. But where were I? But eventually, you need to swap. You need to swap your IXT to AIX. Otherwise, it will get locked, and it will burn, and it will be a sacrifice to the rest of the community forever. So there are some dormant tokens. I have a quite fairly understanding on how many it is, but I don't want to share that now. But we need to focus. We need to move it, because if we move this, the story will tell itself. If we move all the tokens, if we move the 150K active users, active token wallet holders, it will generate a lot of marketing just by doing this. And that's what we're after, So we're not only after like going slow this time. No, we're after hitting all the 5 buttons at the same time and pushing at the price, and me being on stage everywhere. Like it's we have one shot now for everybody who's been with me since day one. This is the next 8 months where we will push this price so high you won't even believe it, because this is peanuts. It's peanuts for people on base. It's peanuts for people in a bull market on base. It's peanuts. They will push this token so high, and the only ones who got tokens is the people who are you guys, the community, the old investors, and the team, and you know, we are the heavy, and it's fairly distributed, and it's already all vested. So there's no like randomness for investors, and additionally from like the double the amount. So it's going to be double amount, but that's included, you know, from the part that you will swap. But it's also going to be a progressive vesting schedule. So we have built in a progression bar in the new season 2. So the total, the total amount can actually be released faster than 2 years. But 2 years is the maximum, time that all the tokens will be generated on. So it will be quite a high inflation, but it will be quite normal actually. But it can go faster, and we want it to go faster. So the more people that play their game, the more people that mint territories and other new game functions and mechanics, that will help with releasing more AIX tokens to the different staking pools that we have, to the different DeFi stuff that we have. We are soon to be talk about more, etc., etc. So there's a new fun aspect to that as well. So 2 years, limited down from 4 years, and it actually can be faster than that. If people are really playing a game, we can mint out all the tokens like in 6 months, maybe 9 months. But that would be cool. All right, next slide, please. Yes. So where should I begin? Yes, we have tried so many stuff over the last 2 years. I'm not reading the comments right now. We'll get back to the comments. I'll try to summarize this now for like 10 minutes, and then we take it open. You know, everybody can ask me questions. But I'm trying to finish this off. Over the last years, I have learned. I mean, I was day one farming Sushi Swap. You know, this is back in 2019. You know, it was crazy. That was the DeFi summer. That's where DeFi exploded. But DeFi has also come and go. You know, and the different chains have come and go. But we're now like starting to condense. We're just starting to be fatter and fatter and move slower and slower, and we're actually trying soon. You know, different parts of this ecosystem: gaming, Planet IX, DeFi, Aave, etc. But there's a couple of protocols that is actually starting to get grip on, like, this can actually attract a huge market. And what we have done in order to understand how gaming, DeFi space work is that we've tried different stuff. So the best release ever, I think, to understanding how the mechanics of the community versus the market versus everything is the Mining Pass. Mining Pass is a brilliant concept that locks together and binds the community with actual chains and balls of steel and perpetuity, and we are going to reward those kind of asset holders. We are really going to reward those kind of asset holders. But we also understand that we're going to try to shift the focus away from being like, yes, like one shift in our focus is going to get our token up. But one focus in part of the game is trying to understand how we can get people to be long-term invested, long-term have long-term settlements in having game liquidity, stability. So I've talked to several different DeFi protocols, and we have now 2 that we are in the background working on when we release. But it's going to be rewards, basically paid out instead of in AIX. It's going to be paid out in stable tokens, USDT, USDC, but also in liquidity position tokens. So for mining passes, you're going to receive not only AIX but also stable tokens, and this is done through a variety of things. first off, we're going to have an active treasury. Secondly, we will sell bonds, and we will sell bonds beginning this Q4, and these bonds will sell on towards the new base community. So people can buy AIX, and they don't know really the price, but they have AIXT to set a price point to. So all the money we raise in that bond sales will go directly into feeding into the rewards of our new DeFi, our new IX foundation that will be AIX Foundation. That's really fucking interesting, because then we are all of a sudden we have a game that is generating stable tokens, and we have a game that wants to pay out real money. Not only our money, and our money is real money too, but we want to slowly, give this opportunity a more less volatile reward structure as well. Not only AIX. AIX will move 100%, but in the long term, and if we have season 3 coming in 2 years' time, etc., we want to start to become more stable, less volatile. Okay, I think that was one last slide.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was in on this as well. Like, we're going to have basically 3 releases now. I'm not going to talk. I'm still going to read all of your comments. We're going to have a couple of releases now. One is now in mid-August. One is in September, and then we're going to have a mega launch. Pushing up everything prior to us going live on base in November, December. And we're going to be more active towards the base community, and that's where we need for that moment we need to rally all the leaders. We need to rally all the IXT community to be helpful in the onboarding and porting. It's going to be a collective move to take over everything. Because there's nothing, there's no. I don't know if you played all the games on base and Polygon. Like, it's quite like I think we have a really with all the new mechanics that we're releasing, with all the new rewards that we're releasing. I think we are definitely like one game. So, did I miss anything, Mikkel? Do you wanna moderate next 15 minutes?
Yes. So I can actually wrap this up. If Felix, you need to prepare for the.
I don't know. No, I'll stay. If there's any questions directed to me, I'll take them. But if you wanna, I let you decide.
Yeah, I'm just want to share some info as well. That in the mid of August, when the full team is back, we will also be releasing like the AIX calculator. It's basically a online service where you connect your wallets, and then the system will actually start calculating and see how many points you have been accumulate. And as Felix mentioned before, we want also to reward players who have been with us for the whole this journey. So what you have been done in the game in the season 1 will actually also convert into some AIX airdrop points, meaning that if you have been playing the game, you will be able also get some AIX airdrop. And this calculator will going live probably in mid or end of August. So it's very soon. It's only a couple of weeks ahead. So we'll be releasing it, and then everyone will be able to just go in. It will be on, of course, PlanetIX.com's website. You connect your wallet, you will see how many airdrop points you have received just simply by playing the game. And it will also, I think, give you a rough idea like how many AIX that will be in the end. So stay tuned, and then when this calculator is online, we will also be sharing more information with all of you, and exactly how it works, how you can see how you calculate your points, and so on. And like I mentioned before, now moving forward, there will be a lot of exciting news, a lot of information, like the tokenomic will be released in maybe September, or like somewhere during Q3. We will also be holding this type of AMA to let everyone get involved and know what we have been doing, what's our next move, and how we can do this together. So more of this type of meeting will be booked, and once we have come up with the time and dates, I will have James to share its information in the Discord. Maybe let's see next time if we find another format, for example in Zoom or something, if it's also works for the community. But let's see, let's find a good format which works for everyone. So stay tuned, a lot of exciting news will be.
Wait, Mikkel, can we answer some questions though before we leave? We still have 10 minutes, right? You guys have another.
Yeah, I can start with answering Ninja here. So it really comes down to how hyped the base is for AIX and how curious fresh eyeballs in the US actually are. So far we only been grinding China, Vietnam. Time to see the Yanks, but yeah, I mean this yeah, I agree. I really believe this because it's hard to communicate like how fucking bullish they are, you know, when talking to us. I mean, my reference points is talking to Polygon, right? And we have been the biggest protocol on Polygon for 4 years, you know? And I met the founders. I've been in talks with them, and they're like, yeah, you're so good. Yeah, we really like you. And then they do nothing. They did nothing. And for 4 years. And, you know, I've been part of a group of founders that has been so angry at Polygon founders that we actually made impact, and they said they wrote us a letter, etc. Fuck them. I hate them. Sorry, I hate them. People. They are corrupt people. They pay their friends. They haven't given us one single Polygon Matic for all the shit that we've done. And I think collectively our users has paid in gas somewhere around like 1.2 million polygons over the fraction of 4 years. Then we have paid like similar amounts. So it's just so stupid. Anyways, when I'm talking to Base, they are really smart. They're really smart. First to say, they're driven by data. They're data scientists. They're highly educated, etc. And they have more info about my game. I say my game, but our game, our community, than I have. They actually updated me when I talked to them, and that just gives me like, oh, you know this? How did you know this? Like, oh no, we know everything. Like, we understand, and we see, and we have tried it out. You know, they actually like what we're building, and they see that this differentiates. Everybody wants to, you know, build a, you know, new Halo on the blockchain, or everybody wants to build something else. We are like something else, right? Yeah, I mean, I am frustrating. I'm not mad anymore, because mad I've left that. I shouldn't be mad anymore. I'm happy, but it's just we've been really not treated well, and now they see us and they understand the mechanics of, all right, so why do you release Pix of Chain? Oh, it's because you want to really get a lot of new users. Oh, that's great, you know. And Polygon is just like, why are you thinking, or why do you leave, or you know, it's such a different mentality, and mentality in partners is everything. For me, what I've understand, you know, the last 10 years being an entrepreneur, it's like the mentality of partners makes up for how big of a bang your rock is going to be. Yeah, sorry, that was also...
I can also answer some of the questions. So there is one user have collect few answer there. So territory staking, I just went through before this meeting starts. So we are now currently try to blacklist those accounts, and as soon we manage to do that, we will start the staking pool again. And when it comes to a certain game assets, yes, we actually have a lot of idea what we can do with all the game assets, especially Genesis, the Landmark, many of them that we have a huge vision on how we want to build the game and how the ecosystem will work. But many of those features, due to some technical issue and some bad support from the Polygon, a lot of things did not happen in time. So when we now move forward to the base, so we will also, the user can also be taking their assets with them to the new game. So just because we will release the new feature doesn't mean that we will abandon all the old NFT that you already invest in or you already created in the game. All of these assets, you will be able to take it with you, and we will also create those features that we once vision when we actually get there, when we have the full support, when we are able to build the game we actually everyone dreams of. So there are a lot of, I would say, limitation where we are in this chain and limitation on what we can build with the whole system. So that's why, don't worry, many of these Genesis, the assets, you will be able to swap it and convert it into a base chain-based assets. So let me see if that answers all the question.
Okay, that's what else? I can actually, you know, I can stay a bit in the chat. After my AMA, I can come back and type my answers for the questions that has been popping up. I just wanted to know that I will, you know, how can I say this? I will be more active in this community as well, because I believe, you know, when we started this journey, I was the Formula One driver, and you know, if in order to drive the Formula One, you have to understand how the mechanics and the engine works, how the pressure in the tires are, how is everything, you know, going. And I've been a bit high up the last few years, but I'm going back down. So I need to be more in Discord. And I don't think I've said this earlier here, but now I'm saying it here. But anyways, after the AMA, I will come back and I will type out some answers to you. I understand that I've been away for long, but I'll try to come back more. But we do this at least, you know, once a month. At least I will be here doing, you know, once a month. But the AMA is also, you're also invited, I think, to the AMA.
I think the last question.
Yeah.
Everyone's been wanting to know when the 10 million IXT competition results will be released, or if you know, like, the timeline of that. Because I know we're investigating some of the, we're investigating the points and making sure they're all valid. But people have been asking when they're going to be the results.
Yeah,
shared.
I don't think me and Mikkel has this answer, because we have a meeting around it later today.
Okay.
Right, but
if you guys could come back and type in general chat later regarding.
I think we have an announcement coming like this today or tomorrow around it. There's been a lot of weird stuff going on. I have not been really sewn in on it, so we have a meeting today at 5. So I'll probably get some information out tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we have a couple minutes left, so if you guys want to close this off, we can close this off, and then if the rest of the community members have questions, I know that we don't have that much time today. We had a long presentation. Please write your questions in general chat. Tag Mikkel and Felix in the chat.
Should we do another AMA this week? Actually, like on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, if you have time, why not?
Yeah, let's do another one on Friday again. I'll be back in the office as well. This is my last trip meeting our partners, but then I will be back in office on Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday will be great.
Okay, yeah, we can do it at the same time.
We can do a longer session as well. We can do like 1-2 hours. It's fine, and you don't have to be here if you want to take Friday off.
Yes. But
but
let's book it in then, the same time. Would that be okay? 2 o'clock in the on Friday.
Yeah, sounds good.
yeah.
It's
So
15
just
hours.
one last question here. Will Season 2 be more interesting as a game? It's a good question. It will be more interesting as a game. That's the answer. We will add some new game features. Going back to board games, going back to combat mode, to challenger mode. But it will be becoming a interesting game from a monetary sense as well. I think we have a quite good game. It's just that we haven't utilized it well enough. We haven't been prioritizing it well enough, and we haven't slimmed it down. So it's grand, and it's grand of out of a vision of being the biggest one. And now we're going back to being the best and the biggest one, but just more focus. So I think it's going to be more interesting. 100%. Everything is more interesting when the token is going upwards as well. So, but there's going to be some new features. There's going to be some new assets, and there's going to be new utilities to old assets as well. That is going to be interesting. So let us end that this AMA with that, and I talk to you again on Friday. And I will go back here. I will finish off a couple of type out some answers as well in the chat. So thank you all for your time. I love you. Together, this is a great next 9 months.
Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. And we'll see everyone on Friday. So yeah, I'll create the event after this, and you guys can mark it on your calendars. Sounds good? All right.
Okay.
Take care, everyone.
See you soon.
Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.